Thanks for staying with us. So, during the Thursday plenary at the House of Reps, the presiding officer of the day, which is the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Idris Wase, said that Nigerians in the diaspora have no right to complain about insecurity in Nigeria since they don't live here. Oh, wow. The foregoing statement has generated quite a bit of mixed reactions amongst Nigerians within and outside the country. And it's for this reason that the ladies of your view have said, we want to hear Nigerians in the diaspora's view. Call your view, let us know what your thoughts are. You can call us on 091-390-76948. You can also call us on 081-270-53687. You can tweet to us at TVC Connect. Please hashtag YourBTVC so we can read your tweets. All right, the reason why this is such an important conversation to have is that we've seen how many other countries have tapped into the diaspora, their citizens across the world who are the professionals, and how they have used that the value in those people for the development of their economy and their government in general. So if we have a deputy speaker who, for whatever reason, does not understand the value of Nigerians living in the diaspora, maybe we have a problem. Or maybe he has a point of view saying, we don't need them. What are these? Let us solve our problems ourselves. Let's hear your thoughts on this. Ladies, what do you think? Do you feel that he has a point, or do you feel that we need to educate him on the relevance of the Nigerians living in the diaspora?
Let me quote the honorable member representing Ethiopia, the federal constituency in Delta State. His name is Honorable Ben Roland Igbapa. He said that, he proposed this bill to extend the qualification for presidential ambitions in Nigeria to
BSc.
A BSc or HND holder and above, saying that when our leaders stand side by side with other country leaders and they start speaking, they have to read statements written because of the kind of, education. And you sort of alluding to the level of reasoning of, our leaders. And if you now hear what this person say, you will not blame me for what he's doing.
That was a look.
So, for me, it was, immediately I saw that, I felt, wow. Since last year that I went into agriculture, this year real estate, I know that 80% of my clients are in the diaspora. I know how many of them want passionately to invest more in Nigeria, but they're scared of the insecurity challenges here. $25 billion was remitted back to Nigeria by people in the diaspora in 1 year.
It was about 35 at some point.
At some, yes.
2019,
yeah. 2020, even in the pandemic, 25 billion was remitted back to Nigeria, which means that if we create, and that is the officially captured data. The truth is, it will probably be double that because largely the funds are going through non-captured means to bring into Nigeria. Our diasporan audience, our diasporan citizens are assets to us. And they have been making us proud. They are funding our economy. Many times somebody falls sick here, gets kidnapped here. It is the people abroad that pay the bills. So when we make statements like this, at that level of influence, deputy, it now speaks to why we don't have policies to back up what we need in this country. Because if this is a reflection of the thoughts of someone at the helms of leadership in the National Assembly, I worry for what other things will come from there.
Whatever that there's a new one on Twitter now, you choke.
Let me hear that.
So, when a family, a husband and wife decides to bring out their quarrels in public, that is when they will give outsiders, so to speak, an opportunity to intervene and tell them what is best for them. If we were able to handle the issues of our insecurity, our brothers outside the country will not have any need to tell us this is how they want us to do it or offer help to us. Now, it's only a bastard son that we hear that the father's house is burning and sit down and be drinking palm wine at a bar. If you hear that your father's house is burning and you are legitimate, wherever you are in the world, you will shout, you will seek for help, you will run towards that direction. Our diasporans are our brothers. This is their home country. They are not happy with what is happening. In our country, they have brothers here. They have siblings here. They have parents here. They have investments here. So it is their job to ensure that they are home. See, the truth is, do you know what I realized? anytime I travel and I see people who live there, they admire the fact that I'm able to stay in my country. They say if Nigeria can be better, we will come home. Who wants to be a second-class citizen in another man's country? Everybody wants to come home.
Let me
so
play,
they have a right.
Let me play the devil's advocate for a second, because I like to see things from his own perspective. So we saw how influential, I would say, the diaspora was, especially in the hashtag NSAS. A lot of money was raised by them, and these people gathered and they sent money. Now, people could have analyzed what happened, saying, okay, yes, it was easy for you to send money, but there are a lot of issues have happened. Yes, houses got burned, properties got destroyed, just because there was an issue to be addressed, but the issue somewhat beclouded all that judgment, saying that people actually use that opportunity to destroy things. So maybe our leaders are seeing things from a different perspective. But maybe if you're on ground, you understand better all the factors that could lead and cause problem. But maybe if we shouldn't be listening to you at this time because you are not on ground. Is that a reasoning that makes sense?
For the issue that he's highlighted, so maybe for other issues it makes sense, but for the issue of security, it makes no sense. Because I know, the diasporans that I know used to come home every year. They used to find their way back home. Some people will say, there's no place like I just want to come and enjoy Lagos or Suswon. Lagos Wahala, eat gala, and go home, and their families saw them. But when this insecurity became rife at the height of it, you land in Muritala, but you cannot get home in Auchi. In between something will happen to you, you can disappear, and you pay by yourself. So we had videos surfacing of Nigerians in between those travel routes, being kidnapped and having to suffer gruesome things, that they could not find their ways out of. And so when they put their mouth and their voices behind this insecurity in Nigeria and want to talk about it, somebody now tries to shut them up. You ask the person, from which point of view? You that you cannot drive between here and Saboyaba without security detail.
Exactly. And that's the thing for me, is the perspective. When you are inside this country, all you've lived inside your entire scope of reference is this corrupt world.
Your map is just this country.
This is the map of your world. Yes, there is bad health care. You don't have good access to, there's no power. You cannot see the problem the way someone who has a different perspective sees it.
Let me add
so the average person that has lived in diaspora has experienced quality leadership, has experienced good health care, and has a better perspective of how rotten the situation here is. So what I think that the deputy should do is to listen and learn.
Right. No, you should be recalled. You should not listen. You cannot change. You cannot change a problem with the same mindset that created it. It is who said that thing?
It's a very common
common statement. So this mindset that he has is what got us here, and why it's seeming like rocket science to get us out of it. We keep sitting in the same problem. Every morning you read the papers, they don't kidnap children for school. Every morning you read the papers, they've murdered people in their houses.
Because
that mindset is why we're here, because people like him would react. They would say, okay, no, it's because they are Fulani. No, it's Yoruba people that murder happened. People, they kill people in their houses, period. But you say, no, it's Fulani people that went to kill them. No, it's
the situation.
You water it down with some stupid sentiments that makes it less grievous to you for you to understand the gravity of. So that mindset, people like him, just go home.
I would like to hear from our diaspora. Please, let's see some tweets, and I hope our callers can call him. Yes.
Yes. So, you highlighted an issue that he could have been looking at the role the diasporans played during the time of the NSAS. Now, a government that is proactive will find a way to make sure that everything works out. So, if you feel that we heard that some accounts were frozen. That's the job of the government. So, you do not take away the rights of the people. You just ensure, okay, because we see you are funding this and you are adding more fire to what is happening, then we can freeze that account. So that is also on one side. Secondly, when someone says something to you, you should ask yourself what they are saying. Is there any element of truth in it? Do we have problems of insecurity? How can we work together with these people to see how we can solve the problem? We have been begging our government, if you need international help, call for international help. This is not a matter of pride. People are dying on a daily basis in our country. Call international help. And this governor, we heard last week, I don't want to mention the name of the governor, everybody knows the governor, that said we are waiting for the students to reunite with their parents before I release the names of the people that are behind the abduction. Till today, the governor has not mentioned anything. I've not heard that they have invited him to come and tell us the name. So it seems to me like we're actually even playing with insecurity, and we're expecting people people who have families here not
But
to talk about
it's
it.
interesting. So is it that the Deputy Speaker does not agree with the presidency when he created the National Diaspora Commission, the Nigerian Diaspora Commission, because the essence of that commission is to tap into the resources we have abroad and give them some kind of a foundation, a framework to exert the expertise to help develop our economy. So is it that you believe that he just created that commission for commission's sake, that you don't really believe in the mission of that commission? That's something that's arguable. But let's go on a quick break.
Okay.
When we come back, we'll take some phone calls and read some tweets. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Thanks for staying with us. I'm told I have a call from the UK. I think it's Michael Ojo. Good morning. Are you there?
Michael Joseph.
Michael Joseph. Go ahead, please. You're live.
Yeah. That's correct. I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show. Go ahead.
Yeah, you see, the discussion on ground with your House of Representatives saying the diaspora people shouldn't participate in the security in Nigeria, it just goes to show how intelligent he is. Because anybody in the diaspora must have left family in Nigeria. And as it is, like you said earlier, know how much we send to Nigeria every month, every week, every day. So how are we not going to be concerned? Like Papa said, most of us have investments in Nigeria. Stock market, businesses. How are we not going to be concerned with what is happening in Nigeria? So if you stupidly say we shouldn't be concerned about the security, think of how, when you take any newspaper in Nigeria every day, it is going to be one kidnap, one killing, any part of Nigeria. How are we not going to be concerned? So how can you say we shouldn't be talking about it? That's not fair.
Joseph, we can't hear you again. You need to reduce your TV. We can't hear you again. All right, so he's reminding us that Nigerians in diaspora do have investments. Your mother's own shops, you send them cars, you buy. There are things, there are going concerns that you're part of. So you are very concerned about security in Nigeria.
So, another thing is, it will make you question the interconnectivity of government parastatals and decisions. So the president set up the Diaspora Commission, and the aim of the commission is to facilitate ease of investments coming into Nigeria, understanding the value that diasporans bring to this country, and there's someone in the same government is saying they shouldn't have a say in how the country runs. How then can we have legislation on elections happening over there? Because that's something that has been pushed for too, which is that Nigerians in diaspora have a right to vote and they should be captured. So if a deputy speaker is saying this, would the deputy speaker be able to make a policy to ensure that diasporans get their votes, so we can understand the mindset? When you sit down here and you're calculating, oh, this is where Nigeria should be at 2021, then you hear statements like this and you understand how can we can't get there.
Let me take this call from Michael in Ikeja. Are you there, Michael? Michael, you're live. Oh, we lost that call. All right, so we're going back to this issue of diaspora getting involved in not just voting, or also in conversations, because part of the concern at the House is not their investments. They understand they're bringing in money. The one is let them not, that we don't need their thoughts.
But we need their money.
But we need their money. Now, how reasonable is that? Let me take a few tweets.
Okay, let me take this tweet. Ehi is saying to me that students and lecturers were kidnapped in a school in Uromi, Edo State, last week, so that we will know how serious this insecurity issue is. And I wanted to say quickly that, let me just try to understand him. That maybe when he was talking, he meant about, their power on social media and eating up the polity, their inciting, sometimes inciting and some careless tweets that he was. It would have been better.
He did not present it well.
He not present them, he not talk sense. If he would have put it in proper perspective, we would have been able to understand. I'm just trying to say, let me just give him something, because he cannot represent your whole constituency.
We have a call that we have never gotten a call. We've got a call from many countries, but not this country, Mexico. We've never gotten a call from Mexico.
Mexico.
Temitayo, this is how Nigerians, they waka. Temitayo from Mexico. Good morning, are you there?
Yes, I'm there. Good morning.
Sorry.
Good morning.
How did you find your way to Mexico? which boat?
Okay, it's a study program.
Oh, great, great. Okay, please contribute. Go ahead. We're hearing your thoughts on this.
You know, sometimes it's saddening to hear these things from our leader because it shows the quality of leadership we have in Nigeria. That's the problem. You said something about education, about the standards of education in Nigeria. We have the best brains in the world. Go from anywhere in the country. You see Nigerians excelling. I had a presentation before I got this admission, and everybody was like, wow, you did this kind of study in Nigeria. They could not believe it. We have quality hands, but because of poor leadership, we get stuff like this. I was home some couple of years ago, and I could say that the insecurity, the fear moving around, I was stuck in my house for more than 2 weeks because I was scared of even traveling. You could be kidnapped because of the things we hear every day. So some of us come home. Some of us come home like every 2 years or every year. You can't tell us not to talk about the insecurity because this thing affects us also. I have my family there. I call them virtually every day to know how they are faring, to know how things are going. So it's I don't know, it's nonchalant for you.
Thank you very much, Temitayo. If there's anything we would like Nigerians to take from this conversation, is what the last elections reminded us. I think many of us were reminded of the fact that we all so much focus on the presidential ticket that we forget the importance of the legislature, the local government, and all the various leaders. Extremely.
I remember
I'm talking
you
about
saying
Nigerians.
this
Yes,
thing
I'm reminding
election.
Nigerians that it's so important that those who are representing you in the legislature are extremely, in fact, even more important than that number one ticket of the presidency, because they are the ones that are speaking, they're representing us.
Diasporans can bring their children home. Many people in diaspora want to show their children, this is my hometown, this is my secondary school, but they can't try it because they've heard someone that brought family home and the entire family brought his family home and everybody died.
You know, so even serious. You bring your family home that they've never experienced Nigeria before, and all you can show them is bad road, no light, everything. You know, why is it problem you want to show them?
Let me take this call from
shout when they take light.
Peter from Finland. We've gotten Finland before.
Yes.
Good morning, Peter. Are you there?
Ask them to go now.
Yes, I was just listening to your program.
Yes.
I'm shocked and I'm not shocked that.
Please speak a bit louder. I can't hear him.
I said I'm shocked and
Okay.
I'm also not that the member of our House of Representatives can say such a statement.
Right.
It's like they don't know the impact that the people outside the country are bringing to the nation. Every day, every hour, like Tokwe was saying, monies are being sent that is boosting the economy of that nation. And for such a man to come out and say that we don't have a say, it means that they don't see Nigeria for us. They see Nigeria for themselves. I come home, every time I try to come home to Nigeria, I am always afraid that I don't know if I will be kidnapped. I don't know if I will have an accident when I'm traveling on the road. I don't know what will happen to me. So even if I am planning to come home, I'm always thinking maybe I should come or not come. It's so pathetic. And these people need to start thinking the way forward because the world is moving forward, but they seem to be moving backward. And I just hope that the right people will get to that place and set Nigeria straight. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so before you have to tweet. Take a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
Olubayo Kolawole says, we have relatives and investments in Nigeria. Why should we not be concerned about the security issues in Nigeria? We listen to Nigerian news every day. My sons are scared of coming home. Festus Akimboyewa says, the Deputy Speaker of Nigeria's House of Reps spoke out of ignorance. What he's saying is we can throw away our Nigerian passport. I live in the UK and I know that Nigeria is surviving on our remittances. He needs to apologize to us.
Bilkis says, "Na nonsense talk. I'm always concerned about the welfare of my families and even friends back home. There's no day I don't read or watch the news to stay abreast of happenings back home, and it's a huge concern. The insecurity has debarred many from coming home."
Okay, so let me take this call from Mike. Mike from Wales. Morning, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Morayo, good morning.
Good morning. You're live. Go ahead, please.
All right. Yeah, I'm not surprised that that statement is coming from the Deputy Speaker. when you look at someone, you can simply say if this person is intelligent or not. It just displays is ignorance. No, it just displays is ignorance. Let me tell you something. If there is a commission, it shows that it is constitutional. And someone is saying that commission, people under that commission have no say in their country. No matter how, even if you hold the citizenship of another country, you are still a Nigerian, because if you commit an offense in that country, they will tell you your roots.
Yes.
They will refer you back home.
Yes.
Look, what the annoying part is that this man will come up tomorrow and say that it was misquoted or it was misinterpreted, or if they don't understand English, I think they should start speaking in their mother tongue. Because I believe
to say that now.
Because I believe he is just ignorant. That is just it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We have to wrap up on this very quickly.
Maybe English is the problem.
Yeah.
And we've always said it. I personally, I find it annoying when people, rate people because of the level of English they speak. I'll ask you if you can speak a language I understand.
Get an interpreter.
I take briefs in any language.
But that house has quite a lot of people with different languages, so it's impossible for them to have that.
No. But when we rate them, I think on the floor of the house, there should be a language or whatever for the other people to understand. Because when they speak their language, maybe this kind of goofs will not be happening. Maybe it didn't mean it like that. And English is the problem.
Okay, we have to run up, but you see, it's important to note that Honorable Gbila from Benue State did try to convince him and make him understand the value of the Nigerians living abroad. However, I'd like to end with the statement
of the entire
house. Yes, it was not a reflection of the entire house. But it's important, because he said something I thought was important. That's Honorable Idris Wase, the person that said that we don't need their involvement. He said, I am not convinced that we have to take that position. And the reason why I have this conversation is hopefully to convince him to understand. Because when you understand, you can then do the right thing. Let me take this final call. Good morning, are you there? Gerard, you're calling in from River State. Bernard, are you there?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, you're live. Go ahead, please.
Like what the man said, I think he's right, and then right in one sense and wrong in another sense.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Why I'm saying this thing is that a Togo man cannot complain about Nigeria's security. So if you are in Nigeria and you run away from Nigeria, go to Togo, you are the same thing as a Togo man in Togo. Okay. So why I'm saying it is right because of that sense. And then it's wrong when we have Nigerian diaspora who have the power to, who have the knowledge about this security, and they are talking when you can tap from them, then you say that they don't have right to talk. So it is only when you have the right, the knowledge and the wherewithal about this security that you can talk, and you are ready to leave the diaspora to come to Nigeria to solve a problem.
Okay, Bernard, let me stay on you for a moment.
Bernard, let me stay on you. How much we have complained, talk. Nobody has listened to us.
Let us get clear understanding from you. So let us imagine somebody traveled abroad, but he has family in Nigeria. He's sending money for his mother's shop to pay her salaries and all that. So don't you think that he has a say in the insecurity conversations going on in Nigeria?
That is why everybody outside Nigeria, even outside country, have the right to stay. But you are at the same time, once you leave Nigeria, run away from Nigeria to another country, you are as the same person outside the country.
Interesting views. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Bernard. Let me let you go. Please. Thank you so much.
So when you travel, does that mean that you have run away? I think we need to have a better understanding. Now, people travel for different reasons. People go to school, and after they've gone to school, they decide to take up a job. People actually relocate because nothing is happening for them in their local country. It doesn't mean that they ran away. Everybody wants a better life. The government officials who are empowering themselves and keeping resources to themselves is because they want a better life for their great-grandchildren. So if you decide that nothing is getting to me, my hustle is not rife here, let me go to another country. It's not called running away. As long as you have people, it's your home. Wherever you are, the prodigal son found his way home at the end of the day.
And work in other places.
Exactly.
It's normal.
It's not running away.
So you migrate for economic reasons. So you work to bring home. You understand? People say it's because of home that I'm
hustling, yes.
I'm hustling away. So
let me take our final caller, Henrietta from United Kingdom. Thanks for calling. Are you there?
I am here. Good morning.
Morning, you're live. Go ahead, please.
I'm not going to take too much of your time.
Yes.
But thank you for all your hard work, and I appreciate you guys. Firstly, this so-called speaker, he doesn't know what he's talking about. You know, for me, it comes across like a prostitute. How can he take money from us, from diaspora, and you're telling us not to get involved with what's going on back home? I left Nigeria in 1993. I have not come back home. 28 years now. You know, not because of what's happening back home. It's sad. You know, I'm looking to retire, and I want to come back home. But where am I coming when security is not there? My kids don't want to come home.
Let me stay with you for a second, because we have to wrap up very quickly. So there's a rationale that you ran away. I mean, you left us here in Nigeria. We're here suffering. We are managing ourselves here. But you are in a better country. You are in a better economy. So what right do you have to participate in the conversation that we're having on insecurity? Ooh, we lost her. Ereta, are you there?
No, I'm still here, yes.
So did you get the question?
Yeah, I do. The thing is, I lived in Nigeria for 25 years. There was nothing for me. The next thing I would have done to join militancy, because I'm from Bayelsa State. I see the oil being taken away from that place every blessed day. But thank God, I didn't choose that route. Otherwise, I would have been one of the people that, militant general, general, that would have been calling me. But God took me out of that country. And trust me today, I don't have no gray hair. I'm 63 years old. No gray hair. Nigeria is killing people. It is wrong. They need to stop things now.
I have gray hair.
Thank you very much,
I have plenty gray hair.
I like you guys. I watch you guys every day. Please keep it up. Your hairstyle is fantastic.
All right, thank you so much. Let's take a few tweets before we run off. Yes.
Do we have tweets? Bakrepat says, the way we manage the situation in terms of communication is very poor. Instead of solution, what we do is blame everywhere. The security issues is not limited to Nigeria, and the diaspora cannot deny that it applies to where they are. So they have insecurities where they are as well. Timi Olomo 567 says, please tell the Minister for Humanitarian and Disaster Affairs to settle the disengaged Empower volunteers, because she's been lying to the world that they're already engaged. I think we should take this Empower. The messages are getting out of hand.
Ogumola Emmanuel says, leaders of Nigeria know the terrible state she's in, and that's why they are doing everything possible to frustrate our citizens with oppression from seeing the light. It's funny when you see how simple solving problems can be in diaspora, while it seems like rocket science in Nigeria.
Ayotunde says, the quality of people who we elect to political position has always been questionable. Living abroad is just normal, but you still have people back at home.
I know somebody who works for Goldman Sachs, and he is in a position where he has the opportunity to get investments to Nigeria. And if he's concerned about insecurity, he wouldn't want to put his company at that risk, because he doesn't lose his own job. Yeah. So there's so many factors that you have to consider. It's not just about what are they involved. They need to be involved.
But their money has been involved.
Let me take this one. One for Kenya Amos says, security is everyone's business, whether you live in Nigeria or abroad. Remember, they are citizens of our beloved country, so whatever happens in their country should be giving them concern. God bless Nigeria.
On that note, we wrap up on this, and thank you very much, ladies. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we speak to the generalismo himself. Stay with us. We'll be right back.